Engaging. It's Chattin' with Chelsea. She's Daytime's new bestie. Here's your host, Chelsea Edwards. Come back to me. I've got the feeling.
Hey, besties! Welcome to another episode of Chat with Chelsea. I'm your daytime bestie, Chelsea Edwards. Today, we are going to take some time to laugh, to breathe, and speak up for what we need. I recently went to River Oaks Galleria Med Spa. They have so many services there. I not only saw the importance of taking time for yourself, but I also met this amazing woman, Sylvia. She's actually a cancer patient undergoing treatment after a misdiagnosis. So she's sharing with us today the importance of advocating for yourself. And here to talk about that, we've got Dr. Kashana Huddleston back in, licensed psychologist, to talk about this. Thank you for coming back.
You are welcome.
Yes.
Happy to be here.
Yes, you get the friend of show title now.
Well, thank you. Thank you. That's a huge title.
Yes.
So happy.
Yeah, so let's get into this.
Okay.
First, what is the importance of learning to advocate for ourselves?
Oh, wow. There are a lot of reasons for why advocacy is so important. It can definitely, to your point of the woman you just spoke about, it could be a life or death type of sentence for a lot of people if they are not speaking up for themselves, asking the right questions to the doctors. If something feels off, you say something, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do not hesitate to switch providers if you need to. Also, ask for second opinions if that's necessary, but doing your due diligence to advocate for your health and your wellness.
Yeah, and advocating for ourselves, it goes beyond the medical field.
Absolutely.
I mean, this can apply to any parts of our lives. So, I mean, jobs.
Jobs, absolutely, for jobs. Asking for what you want. You know, you cannot expect people to be mind readers, but if you want a raise, ask for it. If you want more time off, you ask for it. If you need more resources or support, you speak up for yourself.
Yeah, okay. And then in our relationships.
Oh, yes,
oftentimes.
absolutely.
Yeah, you're like, absolutely. Life experience right there.
That you speak up. I think relationships is important to set boundaries. I think people can sometimes get a little creeped out when you think about boundaries. And people can think of boundaries as walls, but they are not. They are actually filters. I think boundaries are so important to protecting our peace, protecting our time, our energy, and most importantly, our mental health.
Yeah,
so, yes,
because if we don't, it could be a really precarious situation.
Correct.
Like that could spill over into our health, mental and otherwise.
Absolutely.
So you mentioned having to speak up and say what you need. Part of the process of advocating for ourselves also, it has to include knowing ourselves in a way, knowing what we need.
Absolutely, and I think that can be seen sort of on sort of this spectrum. I think it's this on this one hand of knowing your worth and owning your value, right?
Yeah.
So being clear about your achievements, being clear about your knowledge base, being clear about what you bring to the table. But I think on this other sort of spectrum is you doing the research, you seeking out professionals that can help sort of broaden your educational base and understanding about different things that may be going on with you. It could be a relationship. You go seek out a therapist to possibly help you work through that. Or you go to the different specialists, as we mentioned before, so that you can get the help that you need so that you can make good decisions moving forward.
What are some things that we should know about ourselves when it comes to advocating for ourselves in relationships and that part of it?
Well, knowing what you need in a relationship.
Okay.
I think people need different things, but I think the only way that you can do that is doing the work, going to therapy if that's something that you're willing to partake on. Taking a self-assessment about the prior relationships that you've been in and what those have been like. And
gotta go back. Take that trip down memory lane.
So reflection around that, because those relationships were what they were. They ended for whatever reasons, but having some perspective on that. The relationship. I've learned from this relationship that I really value communication. My partner was not a good communicator or someone that's emotionally available.
Yeah.
I need somebody that at the end of the day I can talk about my day and they are attentive and they care about me in those ways, or somebody that I think a lot of people can appreciate a partner that anticipates what their needs are because they pay attention. Like you want a partner that pays attention to you. So just being clear and taking some perspective about how relationships went and what you need.
Okay. It sounds like we need to get out our journals and our
Journals are important.
pens.
Journals and pens are important.
Like really map it out.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Take that time.
And I also see like a lot of personality tests, and then you have like books that will tell you things like your love language and things like that. Do you have certain recommendations, or are you just like go in on those, like get to know yourself in that way, because that'll help you figure out what you need as well?
I think attachment style is a big one. So understanding what that looks like.
Okay.
I think, I talked about, being on the spectrum of thinking about, knowing yourself, but also attachment style is on the spectrum as well. And it ranges in what that can look like with different people, right? It may look differently with your parents versus with your child versus with your coworkers versus when you're in a romantic relationship. So knowing what those are and those tendencies and triggers and things that could really make the difference of how a relationship works or not works. So figuring that out, right?
How do we find
there
that out?
There are tons of attachment style books. Going to therapy. I cannot say that enough. Go to therapy. Go do the thing.
Go to therapy. Yes.
Because I think it can be a big space to try to figure out on your own, right? And yes, those workbooks are out there, and yes, they're very great, and you can just go to Amazon and Google and do all the things to figure out which workbooks will work best for you, that you would be okay with sort of working through on your own.
Okay.
But I would just, I cannot attest enough to therapy. So attachment style, I would also encourage folks to sort of just explore even those initial relationships, which are with your parents.
Oh,
those relationships.
That's often what sends us to therapy.
Your first love.
Yes. Okay.
So figure it out, like, did you get your basic needs met? Right? Because sometimes that can dictate how you show up in a relationship. Yeah. And using that information to advocate for yourself.
Okay.
And being able to speak up about what you need and require.
Yes. Oh, thanks for bringing that back around.
I got you.
Okay, because we're going to get more into how to advocate for yourself, like actionable steps that you can take. So we are going to take a quick break, and then we'll be right back with that.
Yay.
Hey, it's your girl, Carolina Sanchez, and The Nightcap is the late night show where no topic is off limits. Join me as we dive into the wild world of relationships, sex, and everything in between. From hilarious dating disasters to steamy secrets, we've got it all. We've got celebrity guests, expert advice, and a cocktail in hand. The Nightcap is your guilty pleasure. So grab your drink and tune in, because the best stories start after dark.
The Nightcap. New episodes weeknights at 10:30 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
I'm Isaiah Carey, here to shake things up with the stories that hit hard and matter most. Here on The Factor, we cover news with grit and authenticity. We challenge the status quo and get down to real talk and bold discussions. Join us as we amplify the voices that disrupt, inspire, and lead the charge for change. Your story is power, and we're here to unleash it.
The Isaiah Factor Uncensored. New episodes weeknights at 9:30 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
I was a quarterback at Hardaway High School. College first-round draft pick. During the football season, I would stop eating. But I didn't know I was depressed. We didn't have any education behind what mental health was. I started to learn it starts here first. If this is together, I'll be better as a father and as a husband. We have to redefine what being a strong man is and heal, love your mind.
I wonder if you know that I want the best for you. But how long will you fight solo? I wonder if you know that we can get help. Not wondering anymore. Love your mind.
What you're dealing with, the goal of this show is to help you move from a place of just surviving to really showing up for yourself. So here to talk about advocating for yourself once again, Dr. Kashana Huddleston, as a psychologist.
Yes, ma'am.
Where do you see it like showing up for your clients? where it's like, especially women, not knowing how to advocate for themselves or needing to learn that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like more recently this has been a very much so a prevailing conversation. They've talked about it particularly in two spaces, relationships and work, right?
Okay.
And, we had covered some of that earlier, but with work, just being afraid to have these conversations, afraid to be rejected, afraid to be told no, particularly women of color, not wanting to come across as aggressive or being too much and not knowing.
Because that's the thing, like most women are raised to be, like good little girls, go with the flow, don't ripple the waters, and just, go along with what you are given as opposed to fighting for what you deserve. So it's like we try to avoid this image of being difficult, being a difficult woman, but it's like is it a balance, or just we throw that out altogether, like don't worry about that?
You can communicate about what you want, need, and require without coming across as harsh or mean.
Okay.
You can be direct and clear. And I think that should be the focus of being direct and clear about what those things are. If it requires you to do some research, if it requires you to talk this through with someone else that you trust or some other type of professional to prepare yourself, I think that's a big aspect. It's like preparation. Before you go have this conversation at work or within your relationship, but just doing your due diligence to be able to show up in ways that you feel comfortable with, but also getting your needs met.
Okay, so let's talk about like the work part of it. So if I want a raise, what steps should I take? You mentioned doing research. So like not just going in and saying, I want more money, give it to me.
I mean, that's one way.
You could.
I don't know if you'd be successful, but you could.
What kind of research should we be doing if we are going in asking for more money?
Market research, seeing, what is typically the pay. Think about your educational level, your skill set, how many years you've been doing this type of work. What type of contractual terms there are that may exist that, hey, every year you will get a 3 to 5% raise, or if you obtain this level of education, you could possibly get this amount of money. So being clear about what those are, and then using all that information to approach HR or your manager or supervisor to talk about, hey, we need to revisit the conversation about my pay, and I would like XYZ.
Okay, that's a good way to put it.
And being able to negotiate too, like if you want more time off, vacation, sick leave, things like that.
See, that's a skill that is often lost on some of us. The skill of negotiating.
Negotiate.
Honestly, women can be not so great at this. So how have you yourself even built that up? Was it just out of practice, life skill practice, or what?
I think practice more than anything. I always think this to myself, is that I stand on the shoulders of giants when I think about my family dynamic and the women in my family, and I've witnessed and seen how much they've just advocated and fought for themselves. If if you're going to get anything out of this life, you got to be willing to stand up for it and ask for it. So I had some great examples. Let me start there.
Okay.
But also,
awesome.
Just getting comfortable over time with it for myself. I mean, since I've gotten out of graduate school, did all the things, I've worked for myself, but that was still a big endeavor in and of itself, just negotiating what that would look like for me in my life. And as I, my personal life unfolded, et cetera, it's always sort of been this balancing act, but also me being clear about what I wanted it to look like. So like doing the research, talking to people, knowing the work that you need to do for yourself to continue to grow and prosper.
And this applies to other parts of our lives.
Absolutely.
Like even, I can imagine as a business owner, like you gotta negotiate, advocate for yourself when it comes to like the spaces that you use
space,
for work.
if other people working with you or for you, what that looks like, if you are dealing with contracts, all those things require advocacy and negotiation. It does, which is one of the same in a lot of ways.
Yeah, and on a personal level, rent.
Yeah,
or if you're a homeowner.
Yeah,
all those things, it really comes to play. So I feel like the first thing is really adjusting that mindset from, just taking whatever's given to stepping into, hey, this is what I need. So taking a step back, what do you need? That's the first thing.
Yeah.
And then, doing that research.
Exactly.
Anything else that we should remember when we're in these different spaces and needing to advocate for ourselves?
Dealing with the fear and anxiety around that is something I thought about in terms of owning a home, and also, dealing with contractors and when you want to make changes, et cetera, like that. And being a woman and speaking to them, they'll just tell you a number, right? And you're just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that sounds about right. You say no.
No,
Okay.
no, you do your research and you discern if this makes sense. I want this carpet out of my house and I want these type of floors, and they tell you some egregious number. You shouldn't just take that as a golden seal, or you're at the car dealership and you get some things done to your car and they want to sell you up on different things. It's okay to say no.
They always trying that.
Don't they do it?
Always trying
so many instances. Sir, I don't need that, and you're not. I don't want that.
Yeah.
And saying no and standing firm in that. Creating spaces where you do ask questions so that you're not feeling like you're being taken advantage of, because that's why negotiating and advocacy is so important, right?
You know what?
Yeah.
It just came to mind because you talked about the car thing.
Right.
And it's like the steps of, knowing where you've been as well. Like we talked about it in relationships, but it applies to this as well, because last time I went to go get an oil change, this guy, the mechanic, was saying, oh, you also need to do this, blah, blah, blah. And I said, no, wait a second. I just did that according to my records 2 months ago.
Right.
So
take that off.
So yes,
take that
I'm
off.
advocating
I don't
for
want
myself.
that.
Take that off. My bill.
I'm just paying for it all. Change. Thank you.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. So it really does apply. You got to know your history, do your research, and speak
and
up.
ask questions and speak up.
There we go. All right, I love this. Okay, I want to go advocate for something.
Let's go do it.
Let's go
advocate.
All right, girl. Thank you so much
welcome.
for coming on and giving this great advice.
You're welcome.
You guys, you got to keep it here, because coming up, I'm going to show you that trip that I took to the med spa and learned a lot more about advocating. All right, keep it here.
Hey, it's your girl, Carolina Sanchez, and The Nightcap is the late night show where no topic is off limits. Join me as we dive into the wild world of relationships, sex, and everything in between. From hilarious dating disasters to steamy secrets, we've got it all. We've got celebrity guests, expert advice, and a cocktail in hand. The Nightcap is your guilty pleasure. So grab your drink and tune in, because the best stories start after dark.
The Nightcap. New episodes weeknights at 10:30 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
Well, on Fox Face Off, we tell the raw, unadulterated truth.
Fox Soul Face Off.
We are given the platform here with no fear.
Always comes out swinging.
We should be saying, hey, stop shooting and killing people.
Nothing held back.
They wanted black hip-hop moguls and artists to continue the feud.
No punches pulled.
And you interrupt me all the time.
Tune into the show where opinions collide. Fox Soul Face Off. New episodes weeknights at 9 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies.
Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
Hey, besties.
What is a bestie?
I like you.
She's fun.
It's about to be a good time.
She's always looking out for you.
Since you're my bestie, I will handle it for you.
She makes you think.
Here to uplift and empower.
She's always encouraging.
You are that girl.
Chelsea Edwards, your bestie in daytime.
I get the spiritual moments.
Chattin' with Chelsea. New episodes weekdays at 5:30 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
Today we're learning the importance of advocating for ourselves, and I really hope this next part helps save someone's life, because we went over to River Oaks Galleria Med Spa. They treat everyone there. They have all sorts of services, but they specialize in rejuvenating cancer patients. So I learned more about what they have to offer with a very special lady undergoing treatments. And also we decided to give her a little mini makeover. Check it out.
coming.
Oh, thank
Welcome
you.
to Baroque's Galleria Med Spa.
All right, can't wait to see what you got going on here. What is the med spa here? What do you do?
We are an all-inclusive space for regenerative health, wellness, and aesthetics, as well as supporting individuals who are really conscious about their risks for cancer development. So cancer early detection is also another service that I am truly passionate about.
What is regenerative health?
So regenerative medicine is looking at different ingredients and molecules and treatments that help you and your body to replenish a lot of those ingredients that you're going to lose over time as part of the normal aging process.
So are we talking about turning the clock back when people come here?
Naturally, I mean, I don't think anyone has discovered a way to stop the aging process. I think once they do that, that's gonna be like the richest person on this planet.
Yeah. You mentioned a cancer detection.
Yeah.
Let's start with the process of that. What does that look like?
They would come in, they would do a consultation with me. I would look at your risk factors. Is there any lifestyle behaviors that put you at risk for certain cancers or not? We'd kind of get an idea of your health, your current medications, and then I would refer you to Pronuvo for an MRI, or we would do your blood test here.
What are some things that you do here working with patients to help them along that journey?
We're going to do everything to support your wellness with whether it's IV infusions, whether it's giving you high antioxidant therapies, high dose vitamin C if needed to help you recover and kind of still feel good and combat the fatigue that you may have with your cancer treatment. You still want to wake up and look good. You still want your skin to glow. You still don't want to be tired and fatigued and go about your day. And we have those services to help can support you. So over here we have our IV infusion room. Currently we have a patient whose biggest concern was fatigue. And so in the midst of her cancer treatment, I went ahead and offered her a high dose vitamin C infusion.
So tell me what you came for today.
I came to get pampered. I came to get a vitamin C drip with also a cleanser for the kidneys, I believe.
How long have you been on your cancer journey?
Believe it or not, since the beginning of this year, I just got diagnosed.
Wow. Was this something that you were already on the lookout for, like it runs in your family or anything?
Well, no. At the very beginning when my symptoms started, I put them off as hormonal, women hormonal symptoms, thinking this is why I'm having this is why I feel like this, the low energy, the tiredness, the lower back pain, just different things. And I would tell my doctor, and they also thought it was that because of the way I felt. But then my symptoms got a little worse, and I did my own research and I compared my notes to what I found, and they all pointed to cervical cancer. And I was like, oh wow. So then I went back to my doctor and I said, look, these are my symptoms. I know what I feel. I was persistent, and that's when we went further, and sure enough.
So do you have a treatment plan? Have you started that?
We do. I am going to be doing chemo once a week and then radiation over my abdomen, the lower part of my abdomen, every single day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So what is that like? Have you done that yet?
I'm starting probably this week, if not this week, next week.
Did they say how long this is all going to take?
Well, for now, I'm looking towards 2 months, depending on my results.
Well, I am wishing you
Thank
a recovery, a quick bounce back on your journey. And
well, they always say that the comeback is better than the setback.
Hey, I like that. We're gonna make sure we share that.
Yes.
Yes. Fantastic.
Thank you.
How do you feel?
I feel fantastic.
Yeah?
I do.
Well, this glow is just a sign of brighter days to come. So we are wishing you comfort and healing on this whole journey, okay?
Thank you so much.
Yes, like cancer wear, okay?
I know, right?
We are wishing the best of luck to Sylvia. And if you want more information on the River Oaks Galleria Med Spa, you can go to rogmedspa.com. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have final thoughts with Dr. Huddleston.
I was a quarterback at Hardaway High School. College first round draft pick. During the football season, I would stop eating. But I didn't know I was depressed. We didn't have any education behind what mental health was. I started to learn it starts here first. If this is together, I'll be better as a father and as a husband. We have to redefine what being a strong man is and heal, love your mind.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin? Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies.
Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Greg, come on, man, let's split a ride home.
I'm Isaiah Carey, here to shake things up with the stories that hit hard and matter most. Here on The Factor, we cover news with grit and authenticity. We challenge the status quo and get down to real talk and bold discussions. Join us as we amplify the voices that disrupt, inspire, and lead the charge for change. Your story is power, and we're here to unleash it.
The Isaiah Factor Uncensored. New episodes weeknights at 9:30 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
Hey, it's your girl, Carolina Sanchez, and The Nightcap is the late night show where no topic is off limits. Join me as we dive into the wild world of relationships, sex, and everything in between. From hilarious dating disasters to steamy secrets, you know we've got it all. We've got celebrity guests, expert advice, and a cocktail in hand. The Nightcap is your guilty pleasure. So grab your drink and tune in because the best stories start after dark.
The Nightcap. New episodes weeknights at 10:30 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
Thank you for watching this episode of Chattin' with Chelsea. I hope you learned the importance of taking care of yourself and speaking up for yourself. Dr. Huddleston, any final thoughts you want to leave everybody with?
I would say advocacy is an act of resilience and self-care, and keep that in mind as you navigate these different life spaces from relationships, work, etc. Speak up for yourself.
Speak up for yourself.
It matters.
Yes, and then you let us know how you're speaking up for yourself on social at Chelsea Show Fox. Follow us there and keep the conversation going. We'll chat about it. All right, and we'll see you on the next Chat with Chelsea. Bye. Come back to me.
I was a quarterback at Hardaway High School. College first round draft pick. During the football season, I would stop eating. But I didn't know I was depressed. We didn't have any education behind what mental health was. I started to learn it starts here first. If this is together, I'll be better as a father and as a husband. We have to redefine what being a strong man is and heal, love your mind.
As we work to get through these times together, you may not be thinking about blood donation, but blood is needed to save the lives of people who are sick with a range of illnesses. It's easy and safe to give. If you are in good health, please donate. We need heroes now. Visit redcrossblood.org to schedule an appointment.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin? Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies.
Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Greg, come on, man, let's split a ride home.
I wonder if you know that I want the best for you. But how long will you fight solo? I wonder if you know that we can get help. Not wondering anymore. Love, your mind.
I am paging Dr. Chattin.
I am the Dr.
And I'm a licensed clinical psychologist.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Paging Dr. Shonda podcast, all things related to the Black culture.
Got the doctor in front of your name.
What's up, family? It is Dr. Shonda. Tune in for another episode of Paging Dr. Shonda. All you have to do is keep watching. But listen, if you're just watching from the outside, just peeking through the window, I need you to commit. Come all the way in the house, and I need you to subscribe, like, and shoot me a comment in the comment section. I love responding to all of your comments. I love listening and reading how much you guys enjoy the topics that I'm talking about. So yeah, do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe, and join the tribe. Stop scrolling for 1 second. This month, we are bringing back the psychology